Welcome back, all you sports and gambling fans out there. Today we're doing some NHL betting coverage, and joining me here, Ross Benjamin, our SBR contributor. Today we're talking about that Edmonton Oilers game going up against the Chicago Blackhawks. And everyone, just a reminder here, Ross went 3-1 yesterday with his NHL picks, so make sure to check out the other video where we covered the Penguins and the Ducks game, just so you don't miss out on all the action. Anyways, man, great to have you here again. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me once again.
All right, man. I guess there really isn't much of a case that we can make for the Oilers in this spot. They don't really seem like they have what it takes to beat a team like the Blackhawks on the road or anywhere else for that matter. I mean, right now they're 3-7 straight up in their last 10 games, and they just lost 5-2 this past Tuesday to the LA Kings at home. So, Ross, I mean, were you able to find anything nice to say about them, or is it just a lost cause?
Actually, I have. I mean, the Oilers are a dismal 8-24 against the money line on the road this season. Although it must be noted, Dax, they've gone a very profitable 6-4 against the money line in their previous 10 on the road, and they've made $100 per game money line bettors a profit of $890 during that time. Now, that's not to suggest I like the Oilers in this game. It's more intended to indicate that the Blackhawks may not be the mortal lock tonight that a lot of the general public may think. Edmonton has seen 7 of their last 10 games on the road go over the total, and during their previous 3 road games, the Oilers have allowed opponents an average of 40.3 shots on goal per contest. That's a lot of rubber headed toward your goaltender. Edmonton is also allowing a large 3.5 goals per game in 32 road contests this season.
Oh, there you go. You did find something nice about them. All right, man. In the past videos that we've done, we've spoken about the recent dressing room discord that has been going on in the Blackhawks locker room. But I think that they seem to be leaving that behind, and we got to see it this past Monday when they beat the Hurricanes 5-2. Now, are they getting back on track, Ross? I mean, what do you expect to see from them in this game? Could they actually score a lot of goals in this spot, considering the opponent at hand?
Regardless of those recent reports, Dex, this is still a very talented hockey club. The loss of Patrick Kane for an extended period of time will certainly provide an obstacle for them, but I fully expect them to be a major player come playoff time. The Chicago Blackhawks have averaged a robust 38.2 shots on goal per game at home this season. That average doesn't seem to be like it will diminish tonight against a porous defensive opponent like Edmonton. Corey Crawford is slated to be in goal tonight for Chicago, and he's been less than sharp during his previous 4 starts, as evidenced by an unimpressive .892 save percentage during that time. The Blackhawks haven't seen any of their previous 5 games stay under the total when playing at home.
All right, interesting that you bring it up considering the odds for this one. Now, I think the line is just way too steep. Bookies are favoring the Blackhawks as low as -323 and as high as -380 for this one. Total was set at 5.5 goals. Now, I know that you're not going to be laying that crazy type of juice, so what should we do in this case? I mean, maybe consider a puck line or going over the 5.5 point total here. I mean, it has gone 16-5 in their last 21 meetings. What do we do, Ross?
Well, let's make it simple, Dax. We're just going to use the total in this contest. The Oilers have been far more competitive over the last few weeks than they've displayed all season long. The Hawks should have no problem generating consistent offensive pressure tonight versus an Oilers team that certainly doesn't hang their hats on stellar defensive play. I'm going to call for this one to be a high-scoring affair, Dax. Let's take Edmonton and Chicago over the total of 5.5 this evening.
All right, great stuff, man. Thanks for all the insights and the pick here, and we'll talk again next Monday.
I certainly look forward to it. Have a great weekend.
You do the same. And everyone else, don't forget to check back with Ross tomorrow for some more sports coverage and your free picks. Till then, for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.